Hi Scorpio, welcome to your end of the month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate within your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can check in the description box the list of services I currently offer. You can email me with your questions. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Scorpio, I do feel like the next days up until the end of August, you might be heavily triggered and have a hard time understand why. What's up with you? Why all of those emotions? Why all of those sensations? Why all of those questions that seem to be striking you out of the blue? So for some of you, you could be extremely sensitive or moody during this time and not feel like yourself, or feel like there's a weird current, energetic current taking place, pushing you to uncover layers here of the Queen of Cups, which is your main opportunity for the next days. So even though for some of you it's a little bit disturbing to go through all of those emotions, and the emotional range and spectrum that you're observing might be a little bit out of your usual self, because I keep getting like there are experiences taking place that are really out of your usual regular, you like they are out of your common range of experiences. Something unusual is taking place, and I feel like even though there's that feeling of uncomfortable, the discomfort, that takes place because of it being, odd and different. At the same time, there's a lot to discover. There's a lot to gather in terms of info about yourself and the potential emotional decisions that you want to make for your future that might be occurring. Meaning that I feel like there are things that matter to you much more than a financial reward and security and success. And I feel like for some of you, you might have a hard time giving or feeling as available to the world of emotions and the world of connections and the world of devotion and spirituality, and where things are more about the meaning and the depth and the purpose than the looks of it. You might feel like you want the Queen of Cups, but yet you're much more familiar or powerful when you are in the Queen of Pentacles vibration, which means that many of you, there's a little bit of a conflict between your own personal emotional needs versus your material ones taking place as well. For others, though, this is a beautiful, highly feminine combination here, very nurturing combination. So I feel like for many of you, especially Scorpio women out there, you're able to successfully join two aspects, two elements, two areas of your life that maybe before you couldn't. So you could start working on something that is not just, again, for the money itself, for the success, the status. You actually love profoundly what you do. You can start a committed relationship and find the best of both worlds, where you feel secure in that relationship, taken care of, but you also feel emotionally content. So anything that joins water and earth, anything that joins both meaning, emotion, purpose, depth, with security, with safety, with longevity, is possible for you to find, especially from within. So I keep getting like there's something taking place, a fusion taking place within, that is then going to manifest outside. Simply for many of you, as you having a very different vibe about you presenting yourself in a very different way. I feel like many of you Scorpios are reaching a point where you're very wise and mature and confident in your skin, confident in your worth, confident even in expressing, here again, your love language. So saying what you want, saying what you don't want, asking for what you need. There might be something that is a little bit difficult for you to do, that has to deal with asking for what you need to someone. That could be a work colleague here that could bring you assistance, or it could be a love interest but there's something here about you needing to voice a need that might be the challenge of the next days, but at the same time, the huge opportunity, because I feel like once you dare to do something, again, that is out of your emotional comfort zone, you will feel relief, and you will feel like from that point forward, things will flow, right? Much better in terms of communication, but also in terms of interaction. I feel like there are here Scorpios that might be dealing with issues with work or colleagues of work and trying to find your footing, trying to find your place of integration, especially for those of you that have recently started, because I get the feeling that some of you Scorpios are the newbies, so the newcomers in a work environment, or it could also be that you're receiving someone from the outside and taking care of this person, or taking this person in as your responsibility for some reason. For Scorpio men, I feel like you're very interested and devoted here to a feminine figure, or even to two. For some of you, there could be here a need to make a choice between two strong female characters in your life. So I do feel like there's a sense of you needing to make a choice for your future. That's the challenge. Being in love, being in terms of your investments, your professional world, your personal development. The pressure of the next few days also comes in the sense that knowing where to invest, because you know that you want to invest long term. It has to be long term. It has to be something that will provide to you that longevity, that stability, that abundance, that prosperity, that commitment that you're looking for. And for some of you, you might have two options to consider from. You might have two things to consider from. Being in love, being in work, in a work situation. And I do feel like for those of you that this is manifesting in terms of not knowing who to invest, for those of you that are torn between two options, your advice is to really listen to your heart, because in there, you know, or there's a feeling that you will know in that place who's really worth investing, or who is more suitable to you in terms of your life goals. Your advice is the Queen of Pentacles. So it's joining, being realistic without taking the necessary emotional components that make us want to be with someone long term. And for others, that this is not about two options, just the fact that you don't know if you should or not, if you're ready or not, if something is ripe or not, mature enough to give of yourself. Some of you want to commit, but at the same time you're afraid of doing it because of the investment, because of making the wrong move, because maybe you don't feel like you have all the resources, all the money, all the stability, or all the maturity yourself to invest in something long term, even though that's something that it's growing its appeal. The next days are all about the growing appeals for the long term. That's what you should consider as the key element, because your advice is the Queen of Pentacles. So your advice is to focus on the long term. What's sustainable, what's productive, what's functional, what's healthy, what's sane for you, what provides abundance in all senses, in all shapes and forms, what provides you a sense of, also what enhances your sense of worth. What enhances your sense of worth? Because it is from that sense of worthiness, of you feeling so valued, that I feel like there's also many answers for you to find. So I hope the next days, the next the wrap-up phase of this August goes well. I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.